And we're back. Actually, it's been 2 months. For a first, and hopefully a last, in the history of Throwback Thursday, I had an episode with so many technical issues, some at my end, some at Twitch's end, that I was basically forced to throw it away and reshoot it. It otherwise would have been probably only 80% complete and in 5 separate segments, and I just didn't think that was acceptable. So here I am, replaying the games from Arcade Alphabet Part 2. I am going to pick up right where Part 1 of that episode left off. I had just finished Quartet, that was the Q. The R game was Rampage. One thing I feel compelled to mention, I did end up losing track of who nominated which game. However, I can assure you that all those that nominated games did in fact earn their bennies for the nomination. I did log all of that, I just did not keep track of where the points actually came from once I had them logged. So, let's get this started. I have 10 games to get through. I am, of course, playing as Ralph, because Ralph is the man. I like how they have a little credits thing there on the title screen. Unusual food additive may be recalled. Your objective in each stage: take all the buildings down. This game throws a lot at you. You are not expected to dodge everything. It's really not possible. Ouch. You're simply expected to be able to evade some of it and heal up enough to make up for the lost health as you go. This is an extremely difficult thing to do. You can find food items as you punch holes in buildings. There's actually lots of stuff to be found. Some good, some bad. Joliet. Ugh. That toaster is dangerous until I wait long enough for the toast to pop up, and now I can eat the toast for food. There's a lot of odd little things like that in the game. Oh, I just dodged that. You do gain some health just from eating the soldiers. Each stage there's a civilian in a window, you get even more health out of them. The biggest chunks of health that you can get are from fallen players. You can play this with up to 3 people at once. Ooh, that building is about to break. Here we go. And when you get knocked out, you revert back to a human, and some other player can eat you. And gain a good chunk of health. Ow! Ouch! That was really bad. Delar, good to see you here. Sorry, I'm a little slow on the chat checking here. Oops. Out of the window, please. Oh, those are the worst! I just haven't learned how to react to those yet. Let's get on top of the buildings here. There was a really nice sequel to this game. Rampage World Tour came out a long time after the original. I want to say like at least a decade after. I forget the year. I'll look it up after this. Yeah, this game was practically ubiquitous in arcades back in the day. There was an NES version of it that was pretty popular as well. But that only allowed for 2 players, and Ralph was not one of them. And it therefore makes me sad. The sad face. Yeah, this game starts brutal and gets worse. Oops, I am not going to be able to get that bread. The signs can be punched out for bonus points, but you see how they flicker? You can only get them when they're unlit. Oh, I failed to get on the other side of that tank. Kinda didn't catch it even coming onto the screen. They're kinda nasty. This game does allow for continues. No actual continue timer is showing on screen, but the blinking speeds up. There's a rhythm to it. Rampage Total Destruction. Actually, yes. I think, yeah. It's, I have the GameCube version of it. It's right about here. Now that you mention it. Actually. I actually totally forgot this even existed, despite it being right here in the room with me. So yeah, I think does this play the original Rampage? Oh yeah, there's actually the original and World Tour are actually both on this disc as well, so you can play the entire trilogy through this. Thank you for reminding me of that. I appreciate that. There's at least one good thing came out of this that I know I didn't mention the first time I played this. So there's at least one benefit of the reshoot. By the way, I also apologize. I'm using the backup mic tonight. Had some serious tech issues here that I still haven't figured out the cause to, but yeah, I'm going to have to get the Shure the night off. I don't think it's its fault, but for whatever reason, it looks like I am relegated to the old-timey voice tonight. Alright, so that is Rampage. 1 credit. That went reasonably well. I cannot waste any time. Moving right on to the S title, which was Super Dodgeball. This would be Technos 1990. Super Dodgeball. There it is. 1996. Okay. Oops, that ain't the right one. There we go. No. We will be playing this one, thank you very much. I of course already covered this game extensively before when I did Kunio Night. Oh, nice. Well, not nice that you didn't have arcades back in the day, but I'm glad you were able to discover the game all the same. Not that I need to for any particular reason, but I will play as Kunio. First team is one of generics. Oops. Ooh. Oh, you're kidding. Really? Ugh. There we go. That's what I want to see. Alright. Need quick work of that team. You'll never win. But I had some fun. I have no idea why there's a bunch of guys in those suits there. Ooh, really? Ugh. You did a lot of damage there, Kunio, but you kinda got yourself in trouble. Oh, I am mistiming that left and right here. I better pass to somebody. I love how he does that. She tried to duck the ball way too early, stood up into it. Ooh. Oh crap! Oh! Wow. I'm surprised I got that catch. Uh-oh. Get him, big guy. Really? Pass it to Kunio, please. I have a super to do now. That's not the super, but it worked. You're not very exciting. Come back again when you're stronger. I will gladly take Miyuki into the team. Oh, here we go. Big boss man. The final boss of the original game. Ugh. Ow! Let's get you back behind the line here. Yeah, enough out of you. You're kidding! Nuts. Here we go. Ugh. There we go. Uh-oh. Duh! Oh, alright, she got it. Oh, come on! Ugh. Oh, running out of time here, too. Ooh! Oh, stop that! Ah, they got me anyway. Darn. Hard years have passed. passed. I think you were looking for P-A-S-S-E-D, passed there. Oh well. It's the way the music trails off at the end there. Reminds me of Streets of Rage for some reason. Alright, well, that went about as well as this game usually goes for me. No real improvement or anything there. Oh well, it is what it is. I don't have the time to sit and dwell on it. I must move on to the letter T for Tempest. And, well, trying to play Tempest on an emulator without a proper dial is definitely subpar. But I do try to make it work. Let's see how it goes this time. I will start at wave 9. Alright, there we go. Already. Really? Alright, I need to give myself a little more space here for the mouse. Okay, I can do this. It's all in the timing. Okay. What the? I'm finding this flakier than usual, and I don't know why. It's just me. Oh! No, I'm going to finish this stage. Should have been... No, we still have a tanker. There we go. Okay. I had to use that early. Oh! I got shot there? Crap! Okay. It's all about timing the shots just as they're going to flip over to hit you. All the way over? Okay. Get rid of that frickin' fuse ball. Ooh, that I almost took a bullet in the face there. Come on. Alright. Okay, good enough. To a level that does not have an edge. Oh! Just that tiny bit of give there. Just flicked over to that lane. Did not want to. Darn, that was not good. Even with the mouse, the controls usually feel more solid to me than that. I don't know why that was so loose, but that is going to have to do. There is no time for regret here. I must press on. To a game that begins with the letter U. And the one that was requested is Vuo Poco, which you may or may not be familiar with. Where is it? There we go. Jellicoe 98. This was actually coded by Cave, of all companies. Hey, Laidback, good to see you here. Curious little title, this one. It uses just the joystick for the controls, and you only use down. You just pull it towards you, and then let go.
Ready, go! Ready, go!
The first stage, they give you aiming lines, so you get a sense of the timing involved. I learned about this game on Sciature's stream. Game Squad Squad! That's a nice handle. Thank you for that follow, greatly appreciated. Hope you enjoy your stay here.
Ready, go!
Those bubbles out of there. Very playable. Pretty easy to learn. A lot of fun. There you go. It's when you launch a bubble and it doesn't cause a clearance that the floor rises up. I've got plenty of time on that. Yeah. Ah, Spicy, good to see you here. In a sense, yes. Let all those out. And the aiming lines have stopped showing up. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted to see. Go. Seem to be having a slight issue with this stage. Oh, why did I do that? There are no take-backs. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Okay. Oh, I'm screwed. Poor kitty. Yeah, I'm not surprised I'm getting some artifacting on it. Yeah, there's a lot of motion in the background here. Will happen.
Game over.
Certainly not the best I've done. Not by a long shot. Ah, Magnuson device, hello. Good to see you. There it is. But I do not have the time to give it another go. Presented by K. Oh, I am going to show this though. Such a hopelessly cute game. Well, apart from the drowning kitten thing. Which is a little disturbing, actually. Alright. Must move on. Okay. After U comes V. The game for V was Vastar. From a very little known company called Sesame Japan. As a matter of fact, I think this is their only known arcade game. Cosmic Calendar 2956, our planet was attacked by the Galaxy Empire. It was at this critical point that a fighting robot, Vastar, was developed by superior scientists. The time has come for Vastar to defend our planet. This is a very, very odd design. It is a horizontally scrolling shooter with a vertical monitor. I don't know, Torn. We've got two buttons here, and it's barely noticeable what the second button does. Obviously, you can shoot. I am holding in the second button now. You may have noticed the difference. He's actually holding a small shield there. He raises that up. That does cause the energy bar at the top to drain, albeit pretty slowly. This game starts out pretty easy. Ooh. The very moment I said easy, I die, of course. Yeah, it gets very tough very fast. In fact, it's already brutal. The enemy shots come extremely quickly. I think that's why they give you so much shield energy. They sort of expect you to just hold it in for, like, entire waves of enemies. I'm not even sure how effective the shield is at blocking things. Entirely serendipitously, this game actually came up on Main Roulette the same week that it was requested here. The arcade alphabet. Whoa! And I got killed by a durian. I can't say I'm terribly keen on this game. It does have its own unique elements, but this is one of those cases where I'm not sure it did any favors. Nice parallax scrolling. The game does look very pretty for something from 1983. I will give it that. I will definitely give it that. But, yeah. As Lord BBH almost certainly said, it's a video game. Yeah, I am going to not, these games are getting 1 credit each, because I have a lot to get through in a short amount of time. Which brings us to W, and someone decided to put Willow upon me. So there we have it. This is a game that I have very little experience with, although I have seen Lord BBH stream parts of it here and there, and he is pretty much a master of it. I've probably not learned anything from it, but there you have it. She wants to destroy the holy baby. Yes, this game does in fact have the likenesses of the original actors. Warwick Davis. Val Kilmer. No, this is not the NES game. This is an arcade alphabet, yes. Super game from Capcom, coming this summer. Magnificent fantasy filled with love, friendship, and adventure.
Willow.
Willow. Alright. Yeah, the NES game is very good as well. I am very subpar at this, simply put. Let me turn that down slightly. This game seems to be a bit louder than the others. That should do. I hate it when a game makes me hold in the fire button for no good reason 80% of the time to charge up shots, or for that matter, any other purpose. It's a large part of the reason why I couldn't stand playing any of the Mega Man games after the third, including the third. I was like, make it stop already! Alright, so that guy in blue there is actually a shop. And from what I understand, I should actually make sure I grab all the treasure around him first. Possibly even farm a little extra before I go talk to him. Ooh. Really? I have no idea how much I need, I don't remember. It's like the pogo jump on Choice Chamber. Yeah, that's pretty much what that boils down to. Is it the moonlight magic he buys? I think it is. The light of the magic will rip the enemy apart. There we go. Now I have a longer charge meter. I have a stronger attack available. Something here only costs 50, right? Information. First, we must meet with the warrior. Gee, thanks. Here we go. Whoa! What the? I was using that bridge. How dare he set it on fire? I've had games where I don't even make it past this guy. Whoa! Okay, we're good. Oh, what? Alright, we're good. We're good! We're good. Another shop there, but... Really? I go right over his head? Right. What's up here? Oh! What the hell?! How was I supposed to know there was somebody? Yeah, well that's part of the reason why it's... You apparently really do need the stronger attacks in order to make it anywhere in this game. Yeah, so, I'm not terribly keen on this game, to be completely honest, and my controller cable is all over the place right now. I'm trying to get that in order here. Alright, but, well, I played it. Time to move on to a game that I am very fond of. I was very surprised that the X game wasn't X-Men. Someone actually had the presence of mind to suggest Zybots, and they made me very happy.
The human has been neutralized. Intruder alert.
What? How did that even happen? What? Fine, I'll just do it the long way. A very early example of an FPS here. Well, I suppose it's a third-person shooter, really. The Zybots have invaded this once peaceful planet. Their underground multi-level fortress is guarded by robots controlled by Master Zybots. Major Rock Hardy and Captain Ace Gunn have been sent to destroy the Master Zybots. And if you've seen the MSTK episode on Space Mutiny, yeah, people who were present at the time when I first read that out started mentioning all those other names. Dark Hardpeck, Thick McLarge Huge. Oh man. Yeah, it wasn't xenophobe, thankfully. That is a game that I have a lot of difficulty with. One of the best Zybots players in the world is good old Joel Hedge, who's featured far too briefly in The King of Kong. But if you've got the actual DVD, yeah, go to the extra features. There's a good chunk they have in there on Joel Hedge, and it's some of the best stuff on the disc. It's amazing. Zybots actually influences his own personal life. He finds himself taking right-angle turns as he walks. I should have already set up the controls for this game so that I can rotate with the bumpers, yes. The arcade cabinet here has a joystick that actually rotates. You can actually see the controls there. I just showed a twisting movement. You rotate 90 degrees by... The stick doesn't fully spin around like, say, the Ikari Warrior sticks, but rather you nudge it left or right. It twists a small amount, and that triggers the character to rotate 90 degrees. The start button also serves as a zapper, clear out the enemies on the screen, and notably, Midway Arcade Origins for the Xbox 360 some way, somehow missed the button. You cannot do the zap in that game's port, in that release. How on earth the QA managed to miss that, I have no idea. And I saw these tech issues about how supposedly the QA people for Midway Arcade Origins found the classic bug at the ending of Total Carnage. And I call total bullshit on that because they didn't even find a freaking missing input for this game. Grr! And anyway, this game is absolutely incredible.
Stop the humans.
And I am going to play it with all the controls functioning perfectly. It actually does not matter how thorough I am here in this first stage, because there is a secret warp that I will be taking. Behind here. Ooh, dope. Actually doesn't matter, because I'm going to be right back to full. There we go. Warp 1 bonus. Sets your score to 75,000 points, full energy, and a chunk of coins which we get to spend in the store for some permanent power-ups. Let's have faster movement, faster shots. Better, okay. I don't think I need the slow energy loss just yet, but I'll take the guard mapper. Okay, level 7. Get over here, you. Alright. Music is great. Open up, there we go. Game all about awareness of your surroundings. That is turning the corner. There we go. Sheesh! The fact that the character is right-handed and holds the... Ooh. Oops. Holds the gun off to the side is very important. It means that you generally want enemies to approach you from the right. It's an energy pod. 100% energy recovered. You just have to make it to an exit. You don't have to kill all the enemies, but it's really nice if you do. I do try to be thorough in games like this. Ah, man! Whoa, what the? How did you get there? I am really not doing well here. Ugh! You can play with 2 people at the same time. The other player uses the bottom right corner there. Thankfully, there's a pod right here. There we go. That... Oh, there's a teleporter, I see. Okay. Let's get our way around there. I actually spend most of my time looking at the map. I only look at the actual playfield in the corner when there are enemies nearby. Okay. Alright, this part. This sort of perspective of a map and 2 separate playfields for players was used again. A game from a different company. Sega used it for Crackdown. Although that game does not have a labyrinth perspective, rather uses a top-down view. One enemy left. There we go. All clear. Bonus for getting everybody. This game is a lot of fun. I don't remember it being terribly popular back in the arcades, but it's great, great stuff. These wear off over time. This is basically only for one level. I will take the enemy and wall mapper. That will do. Those dark green guard enemies will actually not show up on the map, but should be alright. I hate this room. How am I going to get myself? Oh, crap. Got nailed on the side. That was... I chose the wrong direction to try to go in. It was a little intimidating to try to go ahead to that next pod, but it's what I needed to do. I am more than a little rusty at this. I probably should have just used a zapper earlier on. Just been like, okay, you guys just go away, and I'm going to do what I need to do at the start of that one. Yeah, like I said, it does appear in the Midway Arcade Origins collection for Xbox 360, possibly other platforms, but the zapper is not available. They removed it for some reason. And the zapper can actually destroy like the occasional obstacle that shows up, like the barrels and whatnot. You normally can't shoot those out, but the zapper can destroy them. And they will often drop items when you do destroy them that way. It's often well worth it. Gun power-ups are very few and far between in this game. It is an excellent, great fun game that not nearly enough people seem to know about. It was easily ahead of its time. But unfortunately, I need to move on. I still have 3 games to go. Uh, so, someone did a bit of Google whacking to find a game beginning with a Y for me. I was expecting, like EAR Kung Fu. That was probably the most likely one, but no. I got Yosaku Todambe. Uh, so yeah, there is that. We're really going back into time here. A company called Wing. 1979, as perhaps the title implies. This never got seen outside of Japan. Yes, it is indeed running on Space Invaders hardware, as you probably immediately surmised if you've ever seen Space Invaders. But it's invaders of a very different kind that you're dealing with. You play an Ashigaru, a rifleman, getting birds out of a tree and trying not to get pooped on. I'm not even kidding. They sort of move back and forth a little bit and blink to make it difficult to find, difficult to hit. They do descend, but it is very slow. And just in case there was any question as to what it is that the birds are firing at you, you can see they do in fact mark the ground. So, yeah, it's a thing. You're loud and annoying, shut up. And I seem to be having great difficulty hitting anything right now. I seem to be just moving just enough, blinking out just in time for my shots to miss. I believe this is the second time I've ever played this game. The first was about 2 months ago, when I did the first half of this episode. No, not the first half of this episode, what am I saying? Well, when I tried to film the second half of this episode the first time. That's what I mean. I'm not even thinking straight. This game does something to me, I think. Ugh. Come on. Oh, stop. Oh. I got pooped on. Oh, I could have sworn I could have fit through there. Just have to be... Whoa. More careful here. Time my shots better. Now, was that it? Yeah, that was it. The guy poking a tree with a stick, yeah, he's out of here. Oh, man. So, that's a game. That exists. Now you know. Knowing is half the battle. Time to move on from that silly game to yet another Zilly game. Well, the game I'm about to play does begin with the letter Z. Yes. And there are some very peculiar options out there. Quite a bit of alliteration to them as well. There's a game called Zigzag, a game called Zing Zing Zip, a game called Zip and Zap, a game called Zero Zone. Lots of options out there. And amazingly, Gettysburg wasn't here to request Zookeeper in time. So, or actually maybe he was, but yeah. It was kind of hard for me, given the nature of the Night and Alphabet run, to not do Zizix when someone did indeed mention that as an option. And so I did. I did indeed play that. We have Cinematronics to blame for this game. 1982, and it looks it. This is a very, very peculiar title. Sweet. So you play as a Zizix. Go figure. Look it up. And you have these odd brick rows that cycle back and forth. You move from space to space. You need to get enough gifts for Lola as you wander about. Once you have enough, you can go to pick her up. And then you head your way back down to the bottom of the screen. You have a button to brick yourself in to keep the enemies from catching you, but air gets pretty thin if you stay in there for long, and the more bricks you have to rely on, the fewer means you're giving yourself of going up and down. The enemies are called the Ratifers. By name, there's Boris, Bluto, and Smoot. The only other place I'm familiar with the name Smoot is the guy who was laid end to end across the Charles River Bridge in order to mark out its length by some group on at MIT that was formed to find some way of marking out the bridge, measuring it for people to know how far they've gone. I've walked across that bridge, and it's interesting to see. Amusingly enough, this guy who ended up having a unit of measurement named after him actually became president of the International Standards Organization. He actually became head of ISO later in life. That's an odd little tidbit that amuses me. At any rate, let's get to the game. Early on, you don't need many gifts for Lola. In fact, there's the wolf whistle right then and there. Just have to get to her. You can't just hold up or down. He'll step as soon as he can. And for a very limited time, I can actually brick in the Ratifers. I get near them. But none of them were near me, so oh well. I had to get to the bottom of this. That was unintentional. There we go. One stage down. Oh. Good renditions of the music. It's interesting how it slows down every now and then. There we go. Whoa! You're kidding me! I didn't even see that coming. Guess I should have bricked myself in there. Ooh, that was a bomb. Oh dear. Oh, I accidentally stepped out there. That was my fault. Oh. Oh, no you don't. There we go. I am immune to the Ratifers. In fact, I can trap them. Pushing into them. Alright. So that's run out. Oh, a rocket! No, you don't. Oh! Come on. Ugh. This row's just not moving fast enough. There we go. 2 stages. I've never actually seen this game in an arcade, but I had played it before on emulator before the year. It is a fun little game. Yeah, you actually can wrap around the sides. Oof. I'm in trouble. I got nowhere to go. Oh, they are just... Nope. That was poor of me. I needed to just stay put. I wasn't sure how to get through there. The game gets very difficult very quickly, but it's a lot of fun. I do enjoy it. Alright. So, one more game to play. That was 26. That was the entire alphabet. But that does leave some games out of contention. So to be perfectly fair, I did say I was going to play one game that began with a digit. And the game that was chosen for that is one I was very fond of. 64th Street. A detective story. Yeah. Fix that there. Jalico 91 on this. Go. I will let this top tier intro play for you here. Rick, Private Detective. 3rd October 1939. File number 238. Case of the rich man's kidnapped daughter. New client. My daughter has been kidnapped. I got this letter from the kidnappers. Please rescue her. Hey, look at this ad in the classified. I think this has got something to do with the illustrious client who visited last night. You mean that rich business dude? Yep, the guy whose daughter was kidnapped. You mean this? This is just a classified ad for a job. There's an encoded message hidden in these sentences. I'll bet only certain members of the criminal element understand the code. I don't see any secret code. What do you think you are, Sherlock Holmes? It's not just this one ad, either. There are several job ads in here that contain a secret message. This must be a huge criminal organization, judging by the amount of money they've spent on ads. I still don't get it. Where's the secret code? Read these job classifieds very carefully. Notice the similarity between the sentences in the ads and the sentences we saw in the letter from the kidnappers last night. Holy shit, boykin! Anyway, so yeah, we have ourselves a brawler. It's funny to me that Jalico made a good number of brawlers, both in the arcade and on the SNES. None in common, and it's kind of weird that the quality level between the two is very peculiar. I will of course play as Rick. Gotta play a brawler set in the 30s with a guy wearing a tie. Ooh. So the conceit of this game, its sort of defining feature is that not only can you throw enemies left and right, but also back into the background, like so. And there are many things to be broken, and items to be found. Not to mention a few other little fun shortcuts. We do have a back attack as well. Pretty solid stuff. Ugh. Kitty! Ow! Stop that. And I love that sound effect when he throws somebody. Yeah. Ah. You. This game is fun. Definitely not the smoothest or best playing of brawlers, but it's intact enough, and it is a lot of fun. And I love the theme. Read a book! Ugh. Ugh, he's not close enough to the door. Oh well. I love that Batman style transition there. Oops! Ah! Oh, stop it. Oh! Nuts! Alright, hopefully I can find some food or something here. Nope. Just another kitty. Damn! I should not be losing a life in the first stage of this game at all. Ugh. Out of my face! The way this guy struts, though. Look at the way he walks. Ooh, that was nasty. That's what I get for just watching him, right? There we are. And here, this is not the real boss. This is a mid-boss with a very simple pattern. Every time he lands, he does that kick. You can just throw him afterwards. There we go. Here's the real boss. He can be a problem, because he knows how to use that mallet. And when he slams the ground, if you're standing anywhere, it hits you. Oh, what the hell? Come on! Ugh. This is... What? That was not going well at all. What? Come on, stop it. Ugh. God, I do not want to lose to this guy. Come on! Rick, come on. There we go. Ugh. What? Damn it! Ugh. Can't believe this. He's weak enough, I can just do that to finish him anyway. Yeah. Outside the office, Rick and... Ah, that's right. Yes, Stage 2, Smuggler's Wharf, starts with a lot of surprisingly tough enemies in short order, but yeah, you have a pier. Loop! I believe you are expected to basically throw the lot of them off. So yes, that one unique feature of the game being put to good use here. Ooh. I'm not gonna make it much further, unfortunately, but you You saw the important bits. Ah, well. It is great fun. I'm clearly a bit rusty, but it's good stuff. And with that, the arcade alphabet is complete. Again. It was so incredibly frustrating to have to be like, nope, I cannot salvage this. I'm just going to have to play it over again. But I did, and well, there you have it. It has been completed once more, and once again the archive remains complete. Hopefully I will never have to actually do something like this for a Throwback Thursday again. I'm hoping. Well, for those of you who are actually here right now, I am still going to be streaming for a tiny bit longer, but obviously, as far as the VOD is concerned, my mission has been completed, so I will give you a proper sign-off. Take care. Enjoy yourselves. Never forget to play. Hopefully you won't have to repeat yourself in doing so, but never forget to do so in the first place, and I will catch you next time. Oh, okay. So that was my mission for the night completed. I have enough time to squeeze in one more game or two, but before I do, update on how things are going. Tomorrow night, the platform of requests will be Game Boy.